On today's show, we highlight one student who goes from spectator to starter. And we learn how one student organization's way of serving both their local and global communities. These stories and more on this edition of HTN Daily. Nation, I hope you're having a great day, whether in person or online. I'm Khshaeta, Cama, and we are live from Studio 1060. The Rock Hill ribbon cutting was scheduled for August. However, due to COVID, it was delayed. Anica and Hankey has more information about the date and everything else.
Thank you, Khshaeta, and here are your announcements. Due to the ease of restrictions on large gatherings, the City of Frisco has approved the request to hold our grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony. This event will take place this Saturday, November 7th, here at Rock Hill. The ribbon cutting will start at 5 p.m. and the fireworks show will follow at 6. There's plenty of lawn seating available while still following COVID guidelines. Masks will be required as well as social distancing will be practiced. Do you want to keep up with the latest scores across the district? Well, now there's an app for that. Download the Scoreboard app to get all the latest updates about our sports teams. To download this app, scan the QR code on the screen and then create an account and select our school to see our latest scores. Senior tribute ads for the 2021 Blue Hawk Yearbook are on sale until November 13th. The official Blue Hawk Yearbook orders are also due on that Friday the 13th. More information and submission instructions at jostinyearbook.com. Back in 2016, the Associated Press called the election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton on Wednesday morning at 2. This year, 2 a.m. has long passed and we still don't have the winner, and many are saying it's not even close to being over with. President Trump has taken states with a lot of electoral votes such as Texas and Florida, while Joe Biden gained most of the West Coast. Several states are still counting mail-in votes, and 30 minutes ago Joe Biden took Wisconsin, making the current numbers 248 Biden and 214 Trump. We will keep you up to date with any other major states that the candidates win and the winner of the overall election on our social media pages at Rock Hill Media. That's all of today's news. Back to you, Khshaeta.
Many organizations here at Rock Hill are actively involved in the community, but one organization, Kids Prosper Kids, has moved just beyond serving their local community. Kaylee Johnson has the story.
Like many other clubs and organizations here at Rock Hill High School, Kids Prosper Kids is actively involved in their community. The effects of COVID-19 have been hard on many families, but Kids Prosper Kids continues to make sure that their community is taken care of.
Children's Hunger Fund opened up. And so we went last weekend and we knocked out, a lot. Like we worked our tail ends off for 2 hours, just trying to help them get caught up. I mean, everybody's behind, you know what I mean? We have to pack, I think it was 67,000 food packs.
In addition to the organization's local involvement, Kids Prosper Kids is also focused on building a school for less fortunate kids in Ghana, Africa.
We want to make and pour into Ghana, Africa, so the youth that live there can have a different life than they have now. They can have opportunities, they can have industry, they can have jobs, they can get out of poverty, they can stop trafficking. So right now, we literally just cleared our lands. When this first started, we had no idea the impact that this was really we're going to go build a school in Africa, because people do that every day when they're 10 years old.
While Kids Prosper Kids is working to help their community locally and globally, their message is simple.
We're trying to make a mark that changes lives forever.
If you'd like to get involved in this organization, you can visit kidsprosperkids.org. For HTN Daily, I'm Kaylee Johnson.
It may not be Tuesday, but we have all the sports information for this week, from football to volleyball. Brandon McVay is in studio to recap last week's sports with Season Pass.
Thank you, Khshaeta. Blue Hawk football took another loss on Friday against Lovejoy with a final score of 48-22. This drops the Blue Hawk record to 0-5, but even with the loss, we still had some standout players like Brenner Cox, who passed for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Aiden Houston, who had 9 receptions for 143 yards and a touchdown. In other news, volleyball played home against McKinney North last Friday. They would fight hard, but would end up losing with a final score of 3-0. They also played Wiley East yesterday, but they did end up taking another loss with a final score of 3-1. Lastly, girls basketball does begin their season this week with their first ever non-district game against Naaman Forest this Friday at 6:30. Leading his team in receptions and yards, Juan Duron highlights how Aiden Houston went from sitting out for 3 years to the starting lineup.
Aiden Houston is a senior here at Rock Hill High School who has made his mark as an elite wide receiver. And it's crazy to think that it's his first time playing football since middle school.
I started playing football again because whenever I stopped playing after middle school, it never really left, and I always kind of wanted to play it again. And then I figured, it being my last year, why not? And getting to play at a new school and be a part of, something bigger than myself and this team. And get to try and hopefully start it off.
And it seems like he never left. After only 5 games, he has amounted to 25 receptions, 346 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Honestly, I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm glad I decided to play football, and I'm a part of the program. We have amazing coaches and teammates, and I've already put in so much work with them, and I'm committed. So that's what keeps me going.
And even though this is his first time playing since middle school, he hopes to inspire the players to come.
Hopefully, I can just inspire people that if you put your mind to it and you work towards something, you can really, the sky's the limit, and hopefully, people see that, and that each year after me and the graduating senior class, it continues to get better.
For HTN Season Pass, I'm Juan Duron.
That's all for today's show. For HTN Daily, I'm Anica Hankey.
I'm Brien McVay.
And I'm Khshaeta, Cama. Mask up and rock on.